the Sahara Desert, a vast ocean of sand and silence. This immense desert, the largest hot desert in the world, spans over 9 million square kilometers. It stretches across North Africa, an unforgiving expanse of scorching sun and endless dunes. The Sahara is a place where the horizon seems to stretch infinitely, with no end in sight. The Sahara is a place of extremes. The landscape is harsh and unyielding, with temperatures that can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius during the day. Temperatures soar during the day, baking the sand until it burns. The heat is so intense that it creates mirages, illusions of water that deceive the eyes. At night, the mercury plummets, chilling the air to the bone. The temperature can drop to near freezing, a stark contrast to the daytime heat. Life here is a constant battle for survival. The creatures that inhabit this land have adapted to the harsh conditions in remarkable ways. Only the toughest creatures endure. From the resilient desert fox to the hardy camel, each has its own unique adaptations. The wind howls across the dunes, carving strange sculptures out of the sand. These ever-changing formations are a testament to the power of nature. It whispers secrets, ancient and modern, to those who listen. The wind carries stories of the past, of ancient civilizations that once thrived here. Few outsiders dare to venture into this desolate realm. Those who do are often seeking something more than just adventure. But beneath the scorching sun, a different kind of battle is about to be fought. This is a land where conflicts are as old as time itself. A secret war, waged in the shadows. Hidden from the eyes of the world, these battles shape the fate of nations. This is the story of one such battle, a tale of courage, strategy, and survival in one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth. The Cold War, a period of intense geopolitical tension, a global standoff between superpowers, where every move was calculated, every decision weighed. The United States and the Soviet Union, locked in a deadly embrace, each side wary of the other's next move. It was a time of suspicion, a time of fear. Propaganda fueled the fire, and the public lived under the constant threat of annihilation. The threat of nuclear war hung heavy in the air, a dark cloud over daily life. Drills and tests were a grim reminder of the potential for devastation. Both sides poured resources into military technology, racing to outdo each other in a show of strength and innovation. Jets, tanks, missiles, each more deadly than the last. The arms race was relentless with no end in sight, but the real battle was for information. Spies and covert operations became the norm, as each side sought to gain the upper hand. Intelligence gathering became an obsession. Every piece of information was a potential game changer. Every secret, every advantage could tip the scales. The stakes were incredibly high. In this high-stakes game, a new prize emerged. Something that could shift the balance of power. A Soviet-made helicopter, the Mi-24 Hind, bristling with weapons. It was a formidable machine, a symbol of Soviet might. The West knew little about it, its capabilities, its weaknesses, all were shrouded in mystery. Obtaining one became a top priority. The intelligence it could provide was invaluable. A dangerous and daring mission was needed. One that would require skill, bravery, and a bit of luck. The Sahara Desert would be the stage, a vast, unforgiving landscape perfect for a covert operation. The Mi-24 Hind, a gunship unlike any other. NATO forces christened it Hind, an apt name. It was a beast of a machine, heavily armed and armored, a flying tank. The Hind could rain down destruction from the sky. Its rockets and cannons could obliterate ground targets with ease. The Soviets deployed it with devastating effect in Afghanistan. The Mujahideen called it Shaitan Arba, the chariot of Satan. Western militaries watched with a mixture of awe and fear. They needed to know more about this fearsome weapon, to counter it, to defeat it. But how could they get their hands on one? The answer lay in the heart of Africa, in the Republic of Chad. Whispers in the wind, Chad, a landlocked nation in North Africa, torn by civil war. Libya, backed by the Soviets, had invaded. The United States supported the Chadian government. The conflict had become a proxy war, a microcosm of the larger Cold War struggle. The CIA received intelligence. A Libyan Mi-24 Hind helicopter abandoned in the desert. A golden opportunity had presented itself. The plan began to take shape. Operation Mount Hope III. Its objective? Capture the Hind. It would be a joint operation. The CIA, the US Army, and the Chadian government would work together. But secrecy was paramount. If the Soviets got wind of the plan, it would be doomed. For this audacious mission, a special breed of soldier was needed. These were not just any soldiers. They were the best of the best, handpicked for their exceptional skills and unwavering courage. The U.S. Army's most elite aviation unit, known for their precision and bravery in the most challenging conditions. The 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, a unit with a storied history of daring missions and unparalleled expertise. Known as the Night Stalkers, they operate under the cover of darkness where their true prowess shines. They were masters of the night, using advanced technology and rigorous training to navigate and dominate the dark skies. Their skills in low-level flying and covert operations were unmatched, allowing them to execute missions with stealth and precision. The Night Stalkers would use specially modified CH-47 Chinook helicopters, tailored for the unique demands of their missions. These were no ordinary Chinooks. They were transformed into formidable machines of war. They were stripped down and refitted for long-range operations, ensuring they could reach their targets no matter the distance. Extra fuel tanks, in-flight refueling probes, and terrain-following radar were just some of the modifications. These enhancements allowed them to stay airborne longer and navigate treacherous landscapes with ease. The mission would test these men and their machines to the limit. The crews trained relentlessly, honing their skills to perfection. Long hours in simulators, practicing every possible scenario, prepared them for the unpredictable nature of their missions. The vastness of the Sahara, the scorching heat, the ever-present threat of enemy patrols. They would be ready. Every detail was meticulously planned, every contingency accounted for. The Night Stalkers were prepared to face any challenge, no matter how daunting. The mission commenced under a cloak of secrecy. 2 Chinook helicopters lifted off from a remote base in Chad. The Night Stalkers at the controls, their faces grim with determination. Their destination, the abandoned Hind, deep in Libyan-held territory. The flight was fraught with danger. The Chinooks flew low, hugging the terrain to avoid detection. The vastness of the desert stretched out below them, a sea of sand and scrub. Hours turned into an eternity. Finally, the abandoned Hind came into view, a lone sentinel in the vast emptiness. The Chinooks landed, kicking up a storm of sand. A team of soldiers secured the perimeter while technicians prepared the Hind for extraction. Time was of the essence. The operation was a success. The Night Stalkers had pulled off the impossible. The captured Hind was loaded onto one of the Chinooks. It would be flown back to a secure location for analysis. Operation Mount Hope III was a testament to the skill and daring of the U.S. military. It also highlighted the importance of intelligence gathering and covert operations during the Cold War. The captured Hind yielded a treasure trove of information. It provided valuable insights into Soviet military technology and tactics. This knowledge would prove invaluable in future conflicts. The Sahara Desert had kept its secrets. But for a brief moment, the Night Stalkers had stolen one back.